Hello Aquarius, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your love reading for the second half of July, focusing on the time frame of July 16th through the 30th. General, as always, guys, it won't resonate with every single person out there, so please do take from it what makes sense for you. Leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal private reading from me, that info is down below this video, and also a list of all of the card decks that I typically use for my readings. All right, guys, so this is a brand new deck that a wonderful viewer gifted me recently. I absolutely love it. It's called Notes from the Universe on Love and Connection. So to start off the second half of July readings, I wanted to pull a focus message for each sign from this deck. So let's take a look and see what comes through for you, Aquarius, okay? And then we'll start on your reading. So angels and spirit guides for Aquarius. A focus message, please. What needs to come through as a focus message for Aquarius for the second half of July? Please bring it forward. There we are. There isn't a soul on the planet who doesn't crave your approval. This came through for another sign, but I forget which one. The back of this card reads, "The only difference between a friend and a foe is that you've decided where love can grow." Isn't that interesting? And it's so true. There isn't a soul on the planet who doesn't crave your approval. So let's see how that plays out for this reading for you, Aquarius, okay? So starting off with the Mystic Moon Oracles deck, let's take a look and see what messages need to come through for you this time. In love, romance, relationships, whatever else you are going through at this time in your life. Let's see what comes through here. All right, angels and spirit guides for Aquarius. What do we need to know? We've got an inner child message coming through here. Whenever that inner child comes through, it reminds me for some of you that perhaps you may have had either a difficult childhood or a painful childhood where parts of whatever it was that you went through, if it was traumatic and if you were hurt as a child, parts of those experiences may be continuing to follow you along as an adult. So let's see how that plays itself out. And I feel that it's so interesting how your focus message indicates there isn't a soul on the planet who doesn't crave your approval. And oftentimes when we are children, that's exactly what we are seeking from our parents, from people who are older than us. We want approval. We want to be just known for what it is that we want by way of pleasing other people in our life, you know? So perhaps it might be tapping into that if you feel that you're just constantly wanting to please the people around you and you're losing your identity possibly in your connections. So let's see, let's see how that plays itself out here. Ascending, okay, that's a great card. If you have been dealing with challenges or feeling as if life has just been coasting along and nothing exciting has been happening and you're wanting a change of pace or something else to be happening in your life aside from just routine, to me this is tapping into the energies that you can ascend your life forward. You can move forward and find something else for you, okay? Something else that pleases you and makes you happy. And here we are with that grief energy. You're unhappy about something, Aquarius. It doesn't have to be just pertaining to a romantic relationship that may have hurt you. Of course it could, but this is across the board dealing with life and what's happening for you the second half of the month. So if something's making you sad and grieving, it's tapping into that energy here. And I think it's so interesting how we do have third party indicated here, followed by forgiveness. There is somebody that you may be thinking about for this reading, Aquarius, where you may have been part of a third party. Perhaps you came to the realization that that just wasn't for you. You may have had feelings for this person. You may have even had love for this individual. But somebody hurt you. And whoever it is that hurt you, Aquarius, may be coming forward with this need for forgiveness. But what I'm tapping into here for you is that you don't want to stay in this grief that you may be in at this time. You want to ascend your life forward. You want to get away from feeling that way. You want to heal from this and move on. Look at the card after forgiveness. We have new direction indicated here. You want more for yourself. You want more for your life. And, you know, going back to that inner child card, again, if you have had something traumatic that happened to you as a child, if something hurt you, you know, that grief card is also possibly tapping into that. And by somebody hurting you by way of this third-party situation, it may have brought you back to that feeling of hurt and grief. So let's add to this, guys, with some psychic tarot for you, Aquarius, and let's see what else. What else needs to come through here? So what we know here is that there is a third party that may potentially be over at this point. Somebody needs forgiveness here. Somebody has hurt someone, so they either want to come through with an apology. But for some of my divine feminines especially, I'm feeling that you're done with it and you really want to start over with your life and just find a new path, a new direction for yourself. You know, we've got female energy coming forward from that inner child, the grief card, as well as this new direction. So I'm tapping into divine feminine energy here, that my divine feminines want to start over, turn over a new leaf in their life, in your life. And I have a divine masculine here who may potentially want forgiveness from you. Depends, of course, on how you're resonating with those cards. We've got the Eight of Wands coming through here. Accelerated motion with that Eight of Wands. That could be indicating change and movement, which is good. You know, especially if you are wanting to break free from this third-party situation. You don't want any part of that. So here's that new direction that's coming in for you. So for my divine feminines especially, if what you're wanting is change in your life and ascending your life forward, you can do that. You can claim that. You don't actually need anyone's approval to be able to do that. And it's interesting with that forgiveness card, this person, more than likely a divine masculine, may be needing your approval to come back into your life. So it's kind of tapping into that focus message. All right, let's see what else. What else, please, for Aquarius, angels and spirit guides? Please bring it forward for me. What else do we need to know here? Okay, well, we've got the Five of Wands falling in the reverse. In the upright, it's tapping into obstacles and challenges, but it did fall reversed. Okay, so with that Five of Wands in the reverse, that's tapping into someone who's avoiding conflict and respecting the differences between you and somebody else. Okay, respecting differences in each other. Let's see what else comes through. And perhaps that's why this person now wants to come forward with an apology and needs your forgiveness. What else, please, for Aquarius? What else, please, for Aquarius? Okay, well, we've got the Hope card coming through here. That's tapping into your very own energy, Aquarius. That is the Star card in traditional tarot. Okay, so this is now bringing you the hope that is needed in your life. Hope and faith, optimism, your well-being. It's tapping into all of that, as well as your spirituality. For those of you who are still grieving or are in that space of grief, you will heal from that. That is a temporary energy that you may be dealing with, and it may be very painful, but you will get past that. You're stronger than you are giving yourself credit for, and you will get past it. Part of the healing process for some of you is simply starting anew, going in a new direction, starting over, ascending your life forward. But there's a very heavy healing energy that is coming forward here from the Star card. You will be very successful. This is now offering you enlightenment. What was once in the dark, especially if there was a third-party situation here that was being kept in the dark, the Star card is bringing enlightenment into your life. You're done with living in the dark, Aquarius. You now want to move forward towards the light. What once was impossible in your life or felt impossible to you is no longer an obstacle or a challenge. It's now possible. If you welcome that opportunity in, you need to use your gut and your instincts and your intuition in order for you to reach for your desires and your goals. So what is it that you want this time? You're done with the heartache. You're done with the grief. You want better for yourself. You want to move beyond that. Find something else. Find someone better that's more suited for you. So in order to welcome all of this positivity in, you need to maintain that positive attitude within yourself. And it's interesting, for some of you, the Star card could certainly be indicative of a strong love between two people. Perhaps with this third party, some of you guys ended up breaking up a relationship that was actually good. And you may still have a lot of love for that person. If you guys are in separation from each other, the love remains. There's still love here between you and this person. Despite the interjection of a third party, it may have broken some of you guys up, but the potential to rebuild, it's still possible. That's why the impossible can be possible now. With that Star card coming in with your very own energies, Aquarius. So don't give up on the potential of rekindling a romance with somebody that you may have broken up with as a result of a third party. It's natural to have those hurt feelings, especially when infidelity is involved in a situation. But the potential to heal from this, I feel, is here for some of you. Things will ultimately work itself out better than you would have ever thought. Your faith, if you had lost faith in it, it will be restored with this Star card here. If things were crazy and chaotic before, especially when this third-party situation surfaced, this is now coming forward with a lot calmer energy. A lot calmer, okay? And I do love how we have the awareness card as the bottom card here. With the awareness card coming forward, that is tapping into the Magician's energy. Tapping into air energy for some of you, so you might be dealing with a Libra, an Aquarius like yourself, or a Gemini, okay? This is, again, another card tapping into your very own energy, Aquarius. It's time to take action now. It's time to take charge. It's time to take a risk. Time to take that first step to start a new direction for yourself. You can now manifest what it is that you want. Again, you don't need anyone's approval to be able to make your dreams come true. It may have seemed like that before, but really, you don't have to answer to anyone else but yourself. You can accomplish anything. The Magician brings forward the potential for a positive outcome in any area of your life. So if you are wanting to work things out with somebody that you still have a lot of love for, regardless of a separation and distance, and a separation that had occurred as a result of a third party situation, There's still a potential to work things out here if that's what you both want, you know. But the potential to switch directions is offered by the Magician as well. If you're just not happy with the direction that your life is going, here we go. There's a new direction. You can switch directions at any time without needing anybody's permission or approval. You're behind the driver's seat, Aquarius, okay? But with the Magician, there is certainly a potential for a reconciliation with somebody that you want to come back together with, okay? Now, some of you guys, I must say, you're dealing with somebody who's being deceptive, somebody who is a trickster, and you just can't trust this individual. That's for some of you. And I have a feeling, Aquarius, that you might already know who this is, especially with that third party. Because, and it's so interesting how we have the Moon card right after the Magician. You know, with the Moon card, there's definitely shadows involved there. Deceit and lies and manipulation and deception. So if you're dealing with somebody like that, Aquarius, especially with this third party situation, perhaps they want to just continue to reach out to you and you're no longer interested. You know, perhaps that's part of the forgiveness that is needed here. Or perhaps for some of my Aquariuses, it is you that needs forgiveness. If you were ultimately the person that created the third party situation. So it really depends on how it played itself out in your life. With this Moon card coming forward here, it's tapping into some of you who might be in a space of paranoia and anxiety. But again, there's healing energy that comes from that, because not only are there dark energies coming forward from the Moon, but there's light as well. You know, that light at the end of the tunnel vibration that comes from that. So whatever tough times that you had endured, you will get past that and make it out on the other side. But there is action that is needed here. Okay? All right, so let's add to this, guys, with some romance angels messages, and let's see what else needs to come through for you, Aquarius. So angels and spirit guides, what else do we need to know, please, in love and romance for Aquarius? You don't have to resonate with each and every card, guys. Take it for however way it makes sense for your life and situation, okay? All right, angels and spirit guides, what else do we need to know, please, for Aquarius, please? Passion. Passion is coming through here. There is a very passionate connection that some of you guys are thinking about for this reading. More than likely somebody that you are in separation from. And again, the potential to hear from this person, the potential to reconcile with this person, it's pretty strong, okay? The possibility here is actually pretty good. So let's see what else needs to come through here for you, Aquarius, for the second half of July. We do have honeymoon coming through here. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. This doesn't necessarily mean that some of you guys are going to get married or, well, it certainly could mean that, but it doesn't have to be. This could be something as simple as being in a honeymoon phase with somebody that you're really into, somebody that you feel this passionate connection with, okay? And if you are in separation from this person, there is the potential to get back together with them. Look at this bottom card. We do have that attraction that I am tapping into from that passion card. A pretty magnetic connection between you and this person, Aquarius. Again, what I'm feeling here is that you're in separation from this person, but time heals all wounds, and it will take time to hear from this person, but the potential to reconcile, it is here, okay? It is coming through here. So let's grab some signs from Spirit Love Oracle, Aquarius, and let's see what else needs to come through. What else needs to come through for you for the second half of July? Angels and spirit guides for Aquarius. What do we have? smoke and visions. Okay, when this card comes through, there are certain things that need to clear in order for you to see clearly. Okay, so it just takes time for things to make itself known. You know, with the Star card coming through, it does offer enlightenment from things that may have been in the dark before. And for some of you, you're still dealing with part of the dark energy of this Moon card that's coming through. There's still something that's in the shadows that needs to come towards the light. Okay, so if that's where you're at, it's just a matter of time before the smoke clears, okay, so that you can truly see what's going on in a particular situation. That is what I'm picking up from that. Let's grab one more message, please, for Aquarius. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aquarius for the second half. Rainstorm and melancholy. Okay, very fitting considering we do have this grief card, you know, very similar energies. Pretty dark energies, very sad, melancholy energy. And that's understandable if that's what you're going through, dealing with a broken heart, going through grief, pain. But what I do love is that the Star card and the Magician offers the opportunity to heal from all that. You will heal from it. It just takes time, but it will happen. All right, let's add to this, guys, with some Lover's Oracle. What else, please, for Aquarius, angels and spirit guides? All right, and let me grab this one here. What do we have? Reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. Exactly. Time is needed here, okay? It's almost like you just have to go your separate ways for now, but once you guys are able to work through whatever is going on internally and emotionally, you'll be in a better headspace and better heart space to be able to come towards each other and tackle whatever issues you guys had going on before. But I do feel that the love is here between you and this person that you are in separation from. So that reflection card is just calling for you to have a little bit of trust and have faith. It's going to work itself out, guys. And the other card that came through for you, Aquarius, reads, close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. Yes. So, so true. So some of you, again, in this place of grief, and it's very hard, and you may not see yourself getting out of that space. You will. It just takes time, and you will heal from it. All right. I want to grab some messages from the Twin Flame Messages card deck. You don't have to identify with a Twin Flame connection. That's just the name of the card deck. I wanted to see who needs to speak up here, whether it is you, Aquarius, or the person that you're thinking about for this reading that you still have a lot of love for. And we also have a third party that is being represented here. They may also want to speak up here. So let's see what comes through. It might be all three energies that come through in these readings and in this card deck. Let's see. Angels and spirit guides for Aquarius. Who needs to speak up here? Is it an ex? Is it Aquarius? Is it the third party? Who needs to speak up here, please? Stagnant energy. Nobody wants to speak up at this time. Let's see. My mind and heart always comes back to you. There's somebody, I'm telling you, Aquarius, that you're in separation from. They have a lot of love for you. You have a lot of love for them. You know, it's not time quite yet for them to come towards you, but it's just eventually, I do feel that that will manifest itself. It's just a matter of time. And look at this bottom of the deck card. I still love you. Okay? They still truly have you in their heart. They have not moved on away from that connection with you. And I feel for some of my Aquariuses, you feel the same. You know, you've tried to move on. You've tried to get over the fact that you guys are not together. And for those of you who have had to deal with a third party, and that's perhaps why you guys broke up, this relationship that was actually quite good, you know, but it did have to deal with a third party. And so with a lot of hurt feelings that you guys had to deal with there, you know, anger, betrayal, frustration, whatever the case may be, you know, so that may have broken you guys up, but the foundation was strong. The love was real. So the potential to rekindle the romance between you and this person, Aquarius, it's pretty strong. There is the potential that it could happen. You know, they still think about you. You still think about them. The love is still there between the two of you. All right. So let's grab some healing messages here for you, Aquarius, to add to this. So angels and spirit guides for Aquarius, please. Some healing messages, please, at this time. Some healing messages, please, for Aquarius. Oh my gosh, look at that. And look at this bottom card here, guys. We've got romance, miracles in regard to your relationship, your romantic life. That's what's coming in for you. That is what's going to help you heal and get past this broken heart, this grief that you may be dealing with at this time, guys, okay? Whoever it was that came in as a third party, it for some of you may have broken up a really good relationship that you were in, but you will survive that. And I do feel that the rekindled romance is what's coming in for you. That may potentially be this miracle that's coming in for you, because as of right now, you may feel as though it's just an impossible situation and that they may never forgive you, okay? Or that could certainly be reversed, where, you know, the forgiveness falls on whoever it is that needs forgiveness or an apology. But wow, guys, miracles and romance coming in for you. That's fantastic. All right, so let's close out this reading, Aquarius, with some final thoughts from the guardian angels. So angels and spirit guides for Aquarius for the second half of July, please. But there's someone out there that you're missing that you still love. You'll get back together, guys. They still love you and you still love them. Look at this. We have positive outcome. At this very moment, you are sowing the seeds of your future through your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and attitudes. Whether through love, fear, or indifference, you are always creating something. So remember to keep your thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes positive, and you will create a positive outcome. Absolutely. Absolutely. That came through earlier. And we end your reading, Aquarius, with a prayer. Dear guardian angel, help me to believe that all is possible through love. Help me manifest my dreams and live an inspiring and fulfilling life. Help me to feel God's presence in every moment. Help me feel eternally loved. Thank you for being always by my side. Wow. Some of you guys really needed to hear this. Okay? This is temporary. You know, you might be in a lot of pain right now, but you will get past this. You are a survivor. You will be okay. You're going to overcome your obstacles and challenges. You have miracles that want to come in for you. There is still love between you and this person that you're thinking about for this reading. All right, guys. So lots to take in from this reading, but I still feel that you will eventually find the happiness that you're looking for. All right, Aquarius, so that's where I'm going to leave this reading. If you enjoyed this, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're interested in a private reading from me, all of that info is down below this video. And I will see you guys next time with more readings. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Bye-bye.